What a strange year 2019 has been. From weather to insects and diseases, Mother Nature has done her best to prove to us that trees don't grow naturally here in Denver. My goal with this video is to help you overcome the problems that happened this year and to prevent you from losing your money and trees next year. It started out very cold this winter, which was a good thing. It kept the trees in dormancy and prevented water and energy loss, but winter held on for an extra 6 weeks and many trees didn't leaf out until the end of May. This in turn may have used up extra energy and it kept a lot of trees from flowering. This may not have been a bad thing if you didn't get any apples this year, depending on how much you like cleaning them up. Unfortunately, the lack of flowers did not stop the spread of fire blight disease. It is unusual for me to go to any property that has apples and crab apples and not find fire blight in the trees. This disease is fatal if left untreated, and DLC has had great success in curing this disease in trees that had less than 40% of the branches infected. Iron chlorosis was another big problem this year. It's created mostly from our heavy rains that we had in early spring and summer. This causes the soil to bind up iron and manganese or make it in a form that the tree can't utilize. It's seen in the trees when the leaves are yellow with green veins during the growing season, and trees can and do starve to death from this problem. DLC again has had great success in treating this problem. The emerald ash borer has been found outside of Boulder and has proven that my suspicions that it was in the Denver area already are true. We have now seen it in Westminster and Broomfield, and I think 2020 will prove that it is in more of the Denver area. So if you haven't had DLC start a treatment program, contact us and we can begin that in spring. 2019 also had a lot of hail. Hail may have stripped the leaves off your tree, and in many cases it causes wounds to the bark. These wounds are a hole in the tree's primary defenses, which is the bark and the cuticle. So your trees may have been weakened and also had openings in the tree to allow insects and disease to get in. The end of summer, we saw a lot of elm leaf miner. This is a common insect on Siberian elm, and some trees were completely defoliated in 1 to 2 weeks. This insect varies in severity every year, and you should expect to treat for it every spring, so have DLC do a systemic injection and it will prevent this problem. Ips beetle came back after at least 3 years of not seeing it in the Denver area. Ips infest Colorado blue spruce. The city of Denver removed several blue spruce in the Cheeseman Park and the Park Hill neighborhoods. I saw it off Monaco Parkway, and I also saw it near Federal and Florida. This insect is a prevention only issue, which means that once the tree gets it, it cannot be stopped. So contact DLC and we will do a spray of the bark of the spruce tree. It needs to be applied twice a year, and because this insect can infest new trees during the winter on warm days. So call us now to get your treatment program started, because people are already losing trees. The truth about pruning is that a healthy tree can be pruned at any time. My feeling is that the best time to prune a tree is before it snows again, when leaves are on the tree. That is a major problem with storm damage here in the Denver area. So having your trees pruned now during the winter will help us eliminate defects and weaknesses in the tree, which will reduce the likelihood of storm damage. And also the tree will put its energy into the desirable branches and not into the defective branches that we removed. 2019 wasn't all bad. Wait! Bomb cyclones, polar vortexes, these were terms that most of us had never even heard of before this year. And then it happened several times. In October, the temperatures dropped from a record high of 83 degrees to a record low of 9 degrees in less than 24 hours. And then it happened twice in 2 weeks. So the last time this happened was in November of 2014, and the following spring, half of all Siberian elms and 90% of all peaches, plums, and cherries were dead. Now the long-term effects of these 2019 hard freezes won't be known until spring. Some have said that the cold temperatures didn't stick around as long as they did in 2014, but this year the temperature swings were greater and the low temperatures were lower, and it happened twice. The immediate results is that leaves were frozen off almost immediately, and many of them are still on the tree, like this Norway maple behind me. Don't worry about that. They will fall off naturally if it hasn't happened already. The long-term effect of these freezes won't be known until next spring, when your trees leaf out or don't leaf out. So don't worry about it until then, and then if your trees haven't leafed out when everyone else's have, give me a call and we'll take a look at it together. 2019 wasn't all bad. We had a consistently cold and snowy winter. We had lots of rain in the spring and early summer, and there wasn't a record heat wave. But the problems I did discuss were serious, so if you haven't had DLC address them already, please give us a call. I can give a free estimate to take a look, and we can provide solutions to prevent problems in 2020. Thank you.